The Eagles, not Michael Jackson, have America's top-selling album, including the only one certified at 40 million units. Thriller remains the country's best-selling non-compilation album with 34 million certified units sold. Only one album released since 2000, Adele's 21, has sold at least 15 million certified units in the US. Michael Jackson's Thriller is often considered the world's biggest album, but in the United States it doesn't claim the top spot. That distinction belongs to the Eagles, whose their greatest hits 1971-1975 remains the only album certified for 40 million units by the Recording Industry Association of America (RIAA). This ranking shows America's best-selling albums based on RIAA certified units as of June 2026. While today's charts are dominated by pop and hip-hop, the all-time list is still led by classic rock, with only 7 of the top 25 albums coming from other genres. The Eagles flying high. The Eagles occupy 2 of the top 3 spots in the ranking, an achievement no other artist has matched. Their 1976 compilation album sits in the top spot, while Hotel California, released later the same year, ranks third with 28 million units. This data table ranks the top-selling albums in U.S. history as of 2026. 16. Entries per page search. Rank artist album title. Certified units sold millions year. 1 Eagles their greatest hits 1971, 1975, 40, 1976, 2 Michael Jackson Thriller 34, 1982, 3 Eagles Hotel California 28, 1976, 4 Act DC Back in Black 27, 1980, 5 Garth Brooks Double Live 25, 1998, 6 Led Zeppelin 424, 1971, 6 The Beatles 24, 1968, 8 Billy Joel Greatest Hits Volume 1 and Volume 2 23, 1985, 8 Pink Floyd The Wall 23, 1979, 1 Oh Hootie and the Blowfish Cracked Rear View 22, 1994, 1 Fleetwood Mac Rumors 21, 1977, 12 Green Day Dookie 20, 1994, 12 Metallica 20, 1991, 12 Shania Twain Come On Over 20, 1997, 15 Whitney Houston The Bodyguard Soundtrack 1992, 16 Bob Marley and the Wailers Legend 18 1984 showing 1 to 16 of 25 entries 1-2. Other rock bands also achieved their greatest commercial successes in the same era as the Eagles. AC/DC's 1980 album Back in Black has sold 27 million units, while Fleetwood Mac's Rumors 1977, released shortly after Hotel California, has been certified double diamond with 21 million records sold. Rock has also shown commercial staying power on the RIAA charts through compilation albums. Beyond the Eagles, greatest hits, albums from Billy Joel 1985, Elton John 1974, Journey 1988, and the Beatles 1973 have all sold millions of records. The King of Pop. Although the Eagles hold the overall #1 spot, Michael Jackson's Thriller remains America's best-selling studio album. Certified for 34 million units, the 1982 release is also widely recognized as the world's best-selling album. The 9-track studio album, recorded by Jackson and famed producer Quincy Jones, remains the best-selling non-compilation album in U.S. history. Other non-rock success stories include Bob Marley's Legend 1984, which has sold over 18 million records, as well as Whitney Houston's 1992 soundtrack to the film The Bodyguard 19 million. Adele in the 21st century. The rankings also highlight how dramatically album sales have changed in the streaming era. While blockbuster albums routinely surpassed 20 million certified units during the CD era, only one album released since 2000 has crossed the 15 million mark in the United States. Adele's appropriately titled 21 reached that milestone after spawning massive hits like Rolling in the Deep, Someone Like You, and Rumor Has It. No album since 21, including from Adele herself, has reached the same level of commercial success in the States. However, changes in how sales are counted across music streaming platforms like Spotify and Apple Music may partially explain the shift. Learn more on the Voronoi app. If you enjoyed today's post, check out Physical Music is Endangered on Voronoi, the new app from Visual Capitalist. Enjoying the data visualization above? Subscribe my latest videos. Video Unpaused X. Related topics. Music. The Beatles albums. Top-selling albums. Best-selling albums. Adele, Ryan, Michael Jackson. The Eagles. Don't Miss Mapped. Which states brew the most craft beer? You may also like. Ranked. Spotify's most streamed albums ever. Ranked. Spotify's most streamed songs ever. Ranked. The world's richest music artists. Ranked. The highest grossing music tours of 2024. Ranked. Most Grammy-nominated artists of all time. What types of apps do people actually pay for? Mapped. Which states brew the most craft beer? California's 939 craft breweries produced 3.45 million barrels in 2025, nearly 1 in 6 barrels of U.S. craft beer. See how all 50 states compare. Published 2 weeks ago on June 13, 2026 by Nicolo Conte. Mapped. Which states brew the most craft beer? See visuals like this from many other data creators on our Voronoi app. Download it for free on iOS or Android and discover incredible data-driven charts from a variety of trusted sources. Key takeaways. 7 states brewed more than 1 million barrels of craft beer in 2025 and together accounted for 53% of U.S. production. California led the nation with 3.45 million barrels, nearly 1 in 6 craft beer barrels brewed nationwide. Vermont and Maine ranked among the strongest producers relative to population, outbrewing several much larger states. American craft brewers produced roughly 22 million barrels of beer in 2025, the equivalent of more than 7 billion 12-ounce cans. That output is concentrated in a few key states. This map shows the barrels of craft beer produced in every U.S. state in 2025, based on data from the Brewers Association. Figures reflect the association's June 2026 revision and cover all 50 states plus Washington, D.C. To count as craft, a brewery must produce no more than 6 million barrels per year and be less than 25% owned by a large alcohol company. 1 barrel equals 31 gallons, or roughly 330 12-ounce cans. California brews nearly 1 in every 6 U.S. craft beers. California tops the nation with 3.45 million barrels of craft beer brewed in 2025. The state's 939 craft breweries are also the most in the country, well ahead of second-place Pennsylvania's 538. Pennsylvania ranks second in volume at 2.0 million barrels, with much of that total coming from Yuengling, America's oldest operating brewery, founded in 1829, and its largest craft brewer by volume. The data table below shows each state's total production of craft beer in 2025 in barrels. 15. Entries per page search. Rank state. Barrels of craft beer produced 2025, 1 California 3,450,329, 2 Pennsylvania 2,004,382, 3 Texas 1,422,277, 4 Ohio 1,298,489, 5 New York 1,281,226, Florida 1,153,556, 7 Oregon 1,109,391, 8 Colorado 854,707, 9 Massachusetts 812,974, 10 North Carolina 772,964, 11 Wisconsin 609,271, 12 Georgia 601,462, 13 Washington 533,296, 14 Minnesota 466,625, 15 Connecticut 450,232, showing 1 to 15 of 51 entries 1, 2, 3, 4. In total, 7 states, California, Pennsylvania, Texas, Ohio, New York, Florida, and Oregon, each brewed more than 1 million barrels in 2025. Together, they accounted for 53% of all U.S. craft beer production. At the other end of the list, Mississippi brewed 18,262 barrels of craft beer in 2025, the least of any state. Big states beer brewing and what defines craft. Population explains much of the order, as the 4 most populous states, California, Texas, Florida, and New York, all rank in the top 6, but not all of it. Ohio's 1.3 million barrels edge out far larger New York and Florida, while Illinois, the 6th most populous state, ranks just 16th at 409,589 barrels. Smaller states punch above their weight, too. Vermont, the 2nd smallest state by population, brewed 357,138 barrels in 2025, outbrewing far larger Virginia and Michigan, with Maine close behind at 338,405. Demand varies just as much as supply, with Americans' alcohol spending per capita differing widely from state to state. Because the Brewers Association's definition hinges on independent ownership, state totals can shift when breweries change hands. Colorado's New Belgium Brewing, in 2019, and Michigan's Bell's Brewery, in 2021, were both acquired by Lion, a subsidiary of Japan's Kirin. This moved their volumes out of the craft column and dented both states' totals. That helps explain why Michigan's 410 craft breweries produced just 268,660 barrels in 2025, ranking the state 21st by volume. Learn more on the Voronoi app. If you enjoyed today's post, check out which states have the most breweries per person. On Voronoi. Continue reading. Ranked. The world's most spoken languages in 2026. English leads the ranking with 1.49 billion speakers, equal to roughly 1 in 6 people globally. Published 2 weeks ago on June 13, 2026 by Bruno Venditti. Ranked. The world's most spoken languages in 2026. See visuals like this from many other data creators on our Voronoi app. Download it for free on iOS or Android and discover incredible data-driven charts from a variety of trusted sources. Key takeaways. Only 2 languages have more than 1 billion speakers, English and Mandarin Chinese. 6 of the world's 15 most spoken languages are primarily spoken in Asia. French, Portuguese, and Spanish rank among the global leaders thanks to their reach across multiple continents. English is spoken by nearly 1 in 6 people worldwide, making it the most spoken language on Earth in 2026. Using data from Ethnologue, this visualization ranks the world's most spoken languages by total speakers, combining both native and second language users. Only 2 languages have crossed the 1 billion speaker mark, English and Mandarin Chinese. Which languages have the most speakers? Below, the top 15 languages are ranked based on the latest ethnologue data. Rank language total speakers 1 English 1.49 B2 Mandarin Chinese 1.18 B3 Hindi 611 M4 Spanish 561 M5 Standard Arabic 335 M6 French 334 M7 Bengali 274 M8 Portuguese 269 M9 Indonesian 255 M10 Urdu 246 M11 Russian 210 M12 Standard German 133 M13 Japanese 126 M14 Nigerian Pidgin 121 M15 Egyptian Arabic 118 M. English tops the ranking with 1.49 billion speakers, reflecting its role as the dominant language of international business, education, science, and media. While native English speakers make up only a fraction of that total, the language is widely taught and used as a second language around the world. Mandarin Chinese ranks second with 1.18 billion speakers. Its position is driven primarily by China's large population, making it the world's largest native language by number of speakers. The rankings reveal two major patterns: the influence of Asia's population centers and the global reach of languages spoken across multiple continents. Asia is home to many of the world's largest language communities. 6 of the top 15 languages in the ranking are primarily spoken in Asia, including Mandarin Chinese, Hindi, Bengali, Indonesian, Urdu, and Japanese. Together, these languages reflect the enormous population bases of China, India, Bangladesh, Indonesia, Pakistan, and Japan. Hindi ranks third globally with 611 million speakers, while Bengali ranks seventh with 274 million. European and colonial languages have wide reach. Spanish, French, Portuguese, Russian, and Standard German all rank among the world's most spoken languages. Spanish places fourth with 561 million speakers, supported by its use across Latin America, Spain, and parts of the United States. French is used widely throughout Africa, Europe, and parts of North America, while Portuguese connects large populations in Brazil, Portugal, and several African countries. Their presence across multiple regions helps explain why both rank among the world's most spoken languages. French ranks just behind Standard Arabic, with 334 million speakers worldwide. Arabic appears in multiple forms. Standard Arabic ranks 5th with 335 million speakers, while Egyptian Arabic ranks 15th with 118 million. This reflects the diversity of Arabic as both a standardized written language and a family of widely spoken regional varieties. Egyptian Arabic's high ranking is linked to Egypt's large population and its long-standing influence in Arab media and entertainment. Learn more on the Voronoi app. If you enjoyed today's post, check out Ranked, where the world's migrants live today on Voronoi, the new app from Visual Capitalist. Continue reading. Join 375,000 plus email subscribers. Sign up. Popular Geopolitics 1 Week AGO Ranked. How 45 countries view America. Money 1 Week AGO Ranked. The world's top billionaire cities in 2026. Misc 7 Days AGO Ranked. The countries that brew the most beer. Public Opinion 1 Week AGO Ranked. The world's most and least liked countries. Energy 2 Weeks AGO Ranked. Where electricity costs the most and least money. 1 Week AGO Ranked. The countries where $1,000 takes the longest to earn. Housing 2 weeks ago mapped. The salary needed to afford rent across America. Geopolitics 2 Weeks AGO Ranked. Which countries Americans like most, and least X. About. Subscribe VC+. Voronoi Masthead Careers. Contact US FAQ. USAR Visualizations Licensing. Partner with US Content Calendar. Copyright 2026 Visual Capitalist Privacy Policy. Terms of Content. Use a RAPTIVE partner site. Times.